Hello students. Now today we'll see how to transform interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences means question sentences. The rules are same as I had told you. 4 things to take note: that meaning should not change, tense should not change, and subject becomes object, object becomes subject when we are transforming from one voice to another. And fourth point was that past participle form of verb is used in all the passive sentences. These 4 rules are used here also. Only the thing is that an interrogative sentence will remain an interrogative sentence even after transformation. This we have to take note of it, that if the sentence is interrogative in active, it should be interrogative in passive as well. Now we'll see an example. Do you believe in God? So when we transform, it will be, now we have to find out first what is the object. So object here is God. Do you believe in God? Because it is an interrogative, so we have to change into interrogative sentence only when we are changing in passive. So helping verb will come first. Is, because it is present tense, so is, are, am will be used. If you remember present tense, so is, are, am. So because with God we will use is. Is God believed in by you? Question mark. This is very important, students. If you don't put a question mark, then the interrogative sentence in passive will not be completed. So is God believed? So the verb has changed into past participle form of believe. Believed in by you. Second example. Did she disobey him? Question mark. Now did is past tense. So in past tense we used was and were. So now the object is him, so we will make it subject. He will be the subject, but because it is an interrogative sentence, so the helping verb will come first. Verb was he, because with he, him is in the objective form. When it is changed into subjective, it will become he. Was he disobeyed by her? Question mark. Was he disobeyed? So past participle form of the word. Another example. Will you deliver the morning lecture? Will you deliver the morning lecture? Question mark. So will tells us that it is simple future. So will you deliver the morning lecture? So the transformed sentence will be, will the morning lecture be delivered? So here the verb has changed into past participle form of it. Delivered by you. Question mark. So the object has become subject, the morning. Will the morning lecture be delivered by you? You was the subject here, so it has become the object. Now we will see one example of perfect sentence. Perfect tense. Has she cleared her dues? Has she cleared her dues? Question mark. So has tells that it is present perfect. So now it will remain present perfect, but the subject is now her dues. So her dues, because it is plural, so have her dues been. As I told you in all the perfect tenses, been is added. So have her dues been cleared by her? Question mark. Another example. What are you doing? Now this is an example of present continuous tense. What are you doing? Question mark. What is being? I told you that in all the continuous tenses, whether it is present continuous or past continuous, being is added. So it is present continuous, so is, are, am according to the subject, because now the subject is what is being done by you? Question mark. So if you see, other rules are same, only we have to take care that an interrogative sentence should remain an interrogative sentence. Now we will see imperative sentences. Keep to the left. Let the left be kept. So if you see, keep has become kept and be is added. So past participle form of the verb is used in the passive, that remains there. Do it. Let it be done. Don't pluck flowers. Now this can be changed. Such sentences can be changed two ways. One is let flowers be not plucked, or any one of the two you are supposed to write. Flowers should not be plucked. So if you take note that the verb is changed into past participle form of it. Declare the glory of God to all. Let the glory of God be declared to all. So this is how we change in the imperative sentences from active to passive. This is active and this is passive. So structure we can say in passive is be plus verb in the third form. Now students, we will see the infinitive type of sentences. Infinitive means to plus verb in the first form. So in active, it is to plus verb in the first form, and when we change it into passive, it becomes to, be is added plus verb in the third form. So example we will see, we ought to respect law. Law ought to be respected. So to be and third form of the verb. There is no water to drink. There is water to drink in active, and in passive it will become to be drunk. So now students, write down all the structures of the passive voice in all the tenses, in all the types of sentences, and try to practice.